What's up, you guys? Happy Independence Day. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Getting a little time off work maybe, or getting to be outside, getting to hang out with friends and family, or just have some time to yourself. But whatever you're doing, I hope you're enjoying it. So I'm going to start off by cleansing the space, asking that any negative energy or distortions in my field or the field of anybody watching is swept away, return to where it came from, so that we have a clear, open space here for the divine to deliver messages, whatever wants to come through. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. Okay, I was called to share this first. It caught my eye, and since it's Independence Day, this is a little collage I made a while back with one of my spirit guides on it. But the Bible verse I cut out was, "For you have been called to live in freedom. Use your freedom to serve one another in love." Galatians 5:13. It's a really awesome verse, good advice, wisdom. I was also thinking about, freedom's come up twice in the last two readings, and I was thinking about what does freedom mean to me, and it's something maybe on this day that whoever's listening, you might want to ponder, but for me, it's a removal of any shackles to mind, body, soul, heart, any aspect of yourself that has been chained by limiting beliefs, by seen or unseen forces, by cultural conditioning, anything that has tried to, and this could be an aspect of yourself or outside of yourself that has tried to limit your expression, your self-esteem, your self-love, anything that seeks to impose its ideas on you of what it means to be successful, what it means to be happy, what it means to be free, really, because even that word can have a lot of different meanings, depending on what your situation is. So I just wanted to start with that, and we'll see if anything related to that comes out in the cards. But obviously on this day, if you live in America, independence and freedom are on the mind. So yeah, anyway, let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm going to call in the angels, our benevolent spirit guides and ancestors that would like to come through me today to deliver a message to whoever's listening. I ask that I deliver it in a way that can be felt and understood in the way that is helping and healing to whoever needs it. Whether the message be uplifting or challenging, I ask that it be for the highest good of all involved, and that the viewer walks away with clarity and a higher understanding of self and the situations around them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. What do we got today, Spirit? Let's see. What do we got today for the beautiful collective? Oh, that flipped right out. 41, we haven't gotten this one. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. It's so interesting in this deck too. Uriel is a female. And obviously, you can imagine the angels however you wish. But look at this beautiful purple and gold. So we've got some crown chakra activations possibly, or just maybe a deeper connection to your crown, to what's coming through from the higher realms. Let you look at that one more time. Okay, what do we need to know with this one, Spirit? That's such a beautiful artwork, man. I love it. She's holding a book, which is telling me, you know, that there's this higher wisdom that's wanting to come through, higher knowledge, possibly from your own past lives, possibly from, you know, the part of you, the higher self part of you that can see the bigger picture. So beautiful. Woo! All right, 2 angels to start. Also the angel of love, 49. So we've got a 5 and a 13, which is a 4. 2 angels at the top of our reading. Spirit, what do you want to say with these 2 angels that are coming to overlight our reading today? What would you like to say with these angels? What do we as the collective, and I say we because I'm in there too. This was funny. So I went back and watched the reading from the other night where I was sitting on my bed, and there was, it's the one with the Amelia Earhart painting. But anyway, in one part of it, I said something about, you know, maybe some of us are stuck in our head and we're spinning. And I was looking at my camera roll, and the day before, I had taken a picture of a license plate that said no spin. And so that was my spirit guide's way of telling me, hey, that message is for you too. And when I took that picture, I didn't know why, because no spin doesn't really have any association, like an immediate, it wasn't an immediate message. I didn't know why I felt compelled to take it. And so I'm sharing that to say, sometimes when you feel like something's being pointed out to you, just document it in some way, whether you write it, take a picture, because often you'll be pointed back to it and then you'll have the understanding in hindsight. So just wanted to share that. I thought that was funny. All right, Spirit, what's going to go with these 2 beautiful angels? Ooh. The Magician in the Mirror. We get this one a lot too. 53, which is an 8. This is my Merlin card. Some of you guys could be working with Merlin. And from what I understand, Merlin is the same soul energy or oversoul as Saint Germain and Thoth. So any of those that you could have been tapping into. This is about using the elements. It's about balancing the fire and water to create. You could be feeling drawn to your own inner alchemy right now, your own balancing, your own pulling together of elements in your life to create something new. And you've got 2 angels and this magician that are supporting, that are guiding. I feel like these 2 together is reminding us that all we do, we should do in love, right? That we serve one another in love, that we use our freedom, that we use our creator abilities, that we use our alchemist abilities for the highest good of all, in service of love always. Okay, Spirit, what else do we need to know from this deck? What else do we need to know from this deck? That one's sticking out. Number 46, the thinking man. He came out the other day. This could be you or somebody in your life. Thinking is associated with the air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a time where you're working through some mental things, getting your thinking making sure you're in right thinking, that it's not, distorted by fears or outside influences. So really just, being in touch with what is coming from the higher mind, what's coming from the lower mind, the ego, that sort of thing. That's what I'm getting from that one. He's holding 3 crystals. It's almost like he's focused on them, so it's almost like using mental power to manifest. If you're into the Hermetic principles, then the tenet is all is mind. That's 46, which is a 10. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is what flew like violently onto the floor. 26 hostilities. So you could be thinking right now about some hostilities that either you're holding within yourself or that you feel projected towards you. It could have you in your head too much. So I think too, like with the angels here, they're saying, especially this one, allow the higher forces, allow your angelic protectors and guides to come in and help you navigate whatever situation you're dealing with, and don't get into like a mind. It's not bad to be thinking, but don't let the mind trap you in fear, because your thoughts are possibly telling you things that aren't necessarily true. And so to make sure you're letting the energy flow in from the higher realms to guide your thoughts and to check yourself with your thoughts and that sort of thing. Let's see if Spirit will tell us anything else about these hostilities. Spirit, can we know anything else about the hostilities? That was 2 8s also. We've got the Magician in the Mirror, which is an 8, in hostilities. And looking at these 2 also, it could be saying that you're needing to transmute, you're needing to use your inner alchemy to transmute some hostilities that you feel around you, instead of letting them make you get stuck in your head. So using whatever that is that you're feeling to push that into creation, into creating something from that. Not always easy, but it is definitely possible and powerful. Spirit, can you tell us anything about these hostilities? Can you tell us anything about these hostilities? That was too many. Let's give this a good traditional shuffle here. Ooh, that was not a good one. Hold on. Get a good grip here. Okay, Spirit. Anything about these hostilities? Balance. Yin Yang 22. So this could actually be some infighting with your own masculine and feminine. This could be one, you're feeling like this masculine drive to want to push forward and go and create and I don't know the best word, like the feeling I'm getting is like a very outward push, and then the feminine within you could be exhausted from whatever these hostilities are, or could be wanting to rest and nourish and, take some time for quiet and for receiving some of this wisdom from the crown chakra. So there could be inner hostilities between those two aspects of yourself, or this could just be saying amid outside hostilities, it's really important, at those times more than ever, to stay in balance so that you're not acting in an unbalanced way, like as in you're not only acting from your masculine or your feminine or your lower self or your higher self, that you're balancing all of those. 22. We've got a master builder number. Yeah, there's definitely some mastery being called for. This could be a time when you're leveling up in your personal growth, in your healing. I feel like this is available to whoever's listening if you're resonating so far with the message. And often when this is happening is when these, quote unquote outside forces, really nothing is outside of us. It's all a reflection. It's all a crazy house of mirrors, right? But these will flare up when you're about to make a big leap in your growth. So I think Spirit also is saying be aware of that. Be vigilant, but not hyper vigilant. Be aware, but not so focused that you're forgetting your own creation of a new self, creation of a new life, creation of a new project, a new whatever it is you're creating in your life. Just be aware of this, but don't let it be your sole focus. Don't let it distract you from what your actual motivation and purpose is in what you're doing. And definitely don't let it make you afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. We started the reading with two angels, overlooking this whole message, so definitely nothing to be afraid of. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? 45, man holding a heart. So this can be you, this can be somebody outside of you, but this talks about, possibly this heart that you're holding being offered to somebody in your life. This could be about tapping into your heart, if this is you, or if this is somebody outside of you. It could be somebody that's coming towards you, or who's, starting to tap into their heart when it comes to you. Could be somebody that you haven't met yet. It could be somebody that's already in your life. It could be somebody that you've had a conflict with. It really can be anything. You have to fit that into your situation. So we've got a 9 there. Anything else about this, Spirit, with the man holding a heart? This came out reversed. We had this one at the last reading to start. So we got 9-9. So possibly the man holding a heart, again, whether it's you or somebody else, could be what is reversing or healing this broken heart. That could be also why it was pointed out that we had this thinking man. So there could be a movement from the head to the heart, or a balancing, where's the yin yang, or a balancing of the head and heart that's happening right now. I can see that both ways. Let's actually see if the double deck tarot wants to give us any clarification. And that also, all of that could have been two different stories. So if you weren't resonating with the first part, you might have resonated with more of the second part about the balancing and the head-heart situation that could be going on. Spirit, can you give us any clarity? This is going to be a longer one. It's already 19 minutes. And while I have this big table space, I did want to do some letters, because I just really enjoy that. I'm a nerd at heart. And it's a fun way for Spirit to come through and drop some random messages that may only be for one or two people. But it's cool because it's like, it's almost like, I think about, I don't know if you've seen those videos where people use like a spirit box where like spirits can come through and then it's like an actual voice. I kind of feel like with the words, it's like that too. Anything from this deck for a clarity, Spirit? Two came out. So we've got the 5. I'm sorry, it frustrates me so bad when I get these colors confused. Okay, 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. So look at the contrast here. So this could be about your journey from the 5 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. From feeling left out in the cold, feeling alone, which is really the state that we have to get to in order to do the healing work that needs to be done, right? We can't really do that amidst a lot of relationships and chaos and all of that stuff. So it's often this place, the starting place to get to this independence and self-sufficiency. It says well-deserved reward, so the 9 of Pentacles speaks to when you are, the reward is that you can take care of yourself, that you've accomplished something that you set out to do, whether that's healing or whether that's something in the physical world, like that you maybe started when you were left in this state, and then you built up and you got to this state. You know, one's got their back turned, they've got their lantern, so it's like going into hermit mode, and then coming out into the sunshine, standing, you know, tall and proud. Anything else we need to know about that, Spirit? And again, not sure if that relates to the energy cards that we got at the beginning. This could just be a separate message so that more viewers feel like that they got something from this. Or for you, it could all be connected, you know. That's where your intuition and discernment comes in. Love abounds, Ace of Cups. So it feels like following this this self, I hate to keep using the word sufficiency, like this coming into one's own, you know, like really coming into one's own. That's when this cup of love from the divine pours in to your life. So it seems like a real positive directional move. You know, it's might have started out, or maybe you're just starting this phase, and so maybe this is just encouragement to keep going, but it's like a really positive progression from feeling alone to well-deserved reward to love abounds. So I think we'll stop there with this deck. We will get a quick animal, and then I'm going to pull some letter tiles. And maybe we'll keep it under 30 minutes. We'll see. Okay. All right, beloved animal spirits. Which one of you guys, or a couple of you guys, would like to come through for the collective? Black Panther, passion. Follow your passion, collective. Keep going. Trust the niggle. What is calling you? What makes you feel alive and fiery and passionate? Hunt that down, you know? Don't hunt down the people that you feel like hostilities are coming from, because that's fueling, that's adding your energy to that. Add your energy and hunt for that which brings you passion. You know, be on the prowl for that, instead of being on the prowl for these seen and unseen enemies. You know, it can be easy to do when you feel all this energy being thrown at you, and it's like, I'm gonna go figure it out, you know, and that's the thinking man part too, or thinking woman. But this is saying, trust your animal instincts. You know, what makes you feel a fire for life again? What sparks that in you? What lights up that eternal flame within you? Thank you, Black Panther. Anybody else want to join the Panther? Anybody else want to join the Panther? I'll put a link to this music. It just came out today. It's called Liberty, and it's a 1-hour handpan music with piano. Anything else want to come out with the Panther? Pelican, forgiveness. Let go of your judgments. That's a message for all of us, right? You know, there can be judgments you have about yourself. You know, judging things choices you've made in the past, judging paths that you've gone down, or you know, really anything. You know, judging yourself for slipping into old patterns or behaviors, and so through forgiveness is when you can fly and rise above and not hold on to those pains of the past. Be free to fly. Okay, I'm gonna try to point the camera down to do these letters. Gotta give a shout out to my daughter for her amazing artwork. She is incredibly talented. Okay. It's going to be hard to flip the letters around to face y'all, but we'll give it a go. Okay, Spirit, how would you like to speak to us through these letters, words, phrases? I ask that only helpful things come through that add additional clarity to the messages you've already given us. I'm so grateful for the messages that have already come through, and just ask that anything else that wants to come through now for this last portion of our time together. Okay guys, I'm adding this to the end of the video. If you'd like to see the letter portion with Spirit, please tune in to the other video. I'm going to separate it into 2 videos because Spirit had a lot to say through these letter tiles, and I want to make sure that if you just want to tune into that portion, that it's, you know, more easily accessible and it's its own message. Some of it did tie into what we just saw in the cards, but some of it didn't. So anyway, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.